So, last video, I explained that it would take a massive amount of money, I still love this meme, to get me to abandon my fatherland and go into banishment, live in exile somewhere else. But I didn't. I explained what I would do with that money, like get people to make mods for video games I like, or just make video games I like. Also make animated shorts and live in a palace, have people, live a proper rich person's lifestyle. Because that would be enjoyable, and that is what I would want. And most importantly, I would give a bunch of money to the rest of my friends and family so nobody has to worry about money again. But I never went into why it would take such a massive amount of money to get me to accept. What it is I lose by going into banishment. Or going into exile. I still don't know which sounds better. Anyways, the reason is very simple. I, you see, am a hopeless romantic. I can get into why that is on a different video. In fact, I will take a dedicated video for that is definitely a must. But for now, let's just take it as given. Being a hopeless romantic means that I want a loving, lovable girlfriend more than anything. And that is quite hard to find in a foreign land, considering I want a girlfriend of my own nation. Because the more you have in common, the better the relationship normally. Like, I definitely could love a foreign woman, why not? They're still people. But I would prefer one of my own nation. So, I would need the massive amount of money to get that while abroad. Because I am indeed single, painfully so. But having such amounts of money that I can have servants, then I could feasibly get a girlfriend from my own nation while never setting foot in my own fatherland again. The way I would expect to achieve this is by, first of all, setting up an account on every dating site. Because, the internet has no borders. But, for private companies, every happy, lasting relationship is 2 customers lost. So they're not actually incentivized to match you with people who you genuinely like. So that is where the servants come in. I would indeed send servants back to my fatherland with the goal of finding in various places IRL the kind of girls I would like. It would be complicated, because on the one, to get one to find a sort of girl I would like, while instead of finding the sort of girl he himself would like. Or she. I don't think the gender matters when you're carrying out my mission. There would be a lot of talking on the internet. Whether by dating app on the internet or by servant IRL. The first thing I would say is DM me on Discord or Telegram. And then, for literal months, I would talk to the girl about all the things I like to talk about. Video games, anime, demographics, physics, biology, like everything. I am a very nerdy person, and if the girl is to like me, then she's to like me talking about the things I like, because I do that more than I do anything else, really. Well, I do that more. That is my most enjoyable thing which I do, and thus I want to do it a lot. I am a talkative person. That's why I make this YouTube channel, to just record myself talking to myself, because I would talk to myself about these things even if I wasn't recording. The main difficulty of getting a loving girlfriend while being rich is, of course, all the gold diggers. Because who wouldn't want to be married to a rich person? I'm a hopeless romantic, and I'd happily marry a rich woman if I could find her okay. Like, not the best woman ever, but if she's okay, then I'm okay with that. Because being rich is awesome indeed. So I don't even fault gold diggers for being gold diggers. It's just that I don't want one. I want true love. Meaning that I have to hide the fact I'm rich while living in a mansion and sending out servants to go look for a girlfriend for myself. That is where the tons and tons of talking goes into. Even if she realizes I am rich, a girl would still be pretty annoyed by me spending literally like between 3, 6, and 12 months just nerding out to her about all the things I like. 'Cause for her to get me to like her, she would have to be very excited about all the things I like. Like when I tell her, say, about those worms that eat the bones of whales who fall to the deep after their death in whale falls, supplying to the abyss more energy than in 100 years by just small particles falling down. The girl which I have loved more than anything was very excited when I told her about all of this. Because, you know, it's interesting stuff. I watched the video about it on Moth Media because I also found it interesting myself. Whereas, if you're a normie gold digger, you will not enjoy me talking about whale falls and how the worms who eat the bones of whales probably evolved to eat the bones of swimming dinosaurs. You're gonna get bored. You're not gonna show excitement. You just might ghost me, cause I am rich, but I show no signs of marrying you for the first half a year, while talking to you every day about my nerdy hobbies. So yeah. And then of course, when it comes to long-distance relationships, they don't work out if you don't plan to move together. So by internet or by servant, if I do indeed get in my DMs on Discord a girl I like, I can't be with her unless I get her to come be with me abroad. And she too is banished from the homeland. Not really, she can go back and visit, but if she loves me and wants to live with me, she's gonna live abroad. And so, yeah, I have to convince her to leave too. Which I can do by, again, having loads of money. I can straight up send a servant with a car, like a private taxi driver, to go and pick her up in Latvia and go bring her to me in Poland. It's a 1 or 2 days drive, depending on if you want to stop in the middle. Because for me, it would be a 3 days drive. I can't sit in a car for too long. But most people aren't like me. Most people it's like 1 or 2 days from Latvia to Pomerania. And yes, and once the girl who seems to like me, who I like back, arrives in my palace, well, then she's not gonna leave anymore. Everyone likes living in a palace, and again, we were both very good friends at least when I decided that, yep, this is the one, I'm gonna go get her. And by go get her, of course, I mean send a servant to bring her to me, because I am banished from Latvia. I cannot go there myself. So yes, long story short, I would need massive amounts of money to accept banishment, because living in exile, I would need quite the amount of money to get a girlfriend from my own nation, from a country I am no longer allowed to visit.